Hi, one forum news brings you the best. Please kindly subscribe to this channel. Your comment and likes will be highly appreciated. Yes, we are going to our own inauguration of the President of South Africa. We're talking about His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. He's now been inaugurated as the President of South Africa. And whether I like it or not, he is the President for South Africa for the next 5 years, all things being equal. Yes, we are hoping that everything will fall in place and he remain the President of South Africa. Though there are some court issues that are hanging on his neck, like albatross. We are talking about MK taking the whole of the election back to court, but they admitted that they would right be in Parliament of South Africa to serve and work in the interest of their people. Yeah, now let's go to the inauguration there. The ceremony was very great, well attended by presidents from other African countries, particularly the Southern African nations. Yes, many of the presidents from those Southern African countries were right there at the ceremony. You can talk about the president of Tanzania, the president of Angola, and many more. Yes, and government officials from all over Africa representing their government. They were all there in order to grace the occasion and to support His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. Yes, President Tinubu, the big brother of Africa, was also there. Yes, the president of Nigeria, yes, the big brother of Africa, or the big brother of African nation, was also there. He also represented, yes, he was there in soul and in spirit. We are talking about President Tinubu, Bola Tinubu of Nigeria. He was also right there at the ceremony. Yeah, a lot of spectacular performances here and there. But aside the inauguration, many other things are happening out of the Grand Coalition. Yes, they decided to call it GNU, but we will call it, we academicians will call it Grand Coalition, because that is what we know, that is what it is, because it's about Grand Coalition, not the GNU. But that is how they want to target it. We will not begrudge them for this. They are right. They can target anyhow, but we are speaking to facts and what we know as academicians. Yes. Now let's take a look at certain things that are happening. Once it's coalition, every decision that is taken must be agreed, just like a marriage. Yeah, as we described it in our previous video, this is a marriage of convenience between the ANC and the DA. Now, Madam Helen Zeli is not so happy with some issues or decisions taken by ANC without their knowledge. Yes, that normally happen. But what we are picking as observers, it seems someone did not read the document that they agreed on very well. Yes, either the person did not read, or the person may have read but decided to ignore whatever is in the document and also to outsmart the other person. But no, Ellen Zeli is of the view that no, that is not going to happen. Why? Because one instance that she raised was, why is it that they allow Getty Mackenzie's party, we're talking about PA, to join the coalition without their knowledge? Yeah, I'm talking about without their knowledge. Yes, that is very serious. They are saying that no, they did not consult them or contact them before allowing Getty Mackenzie and his people, the PA, to join the coalition, or that they are calling the GNU. Yes, they are not so happy with it. They said that once they are in this marriage together, any decision that is taken, they need to be contacted or consulted first. But Getty is also of the view that no, that shouldn't be the case. They were invited, the DA was invited, and he was also invited. So they are all members of the coalition. But ANC is here to say anything about it. But as we can observe and see, Helen referred to the document that they signed here, the agreement that they signed, and she also articulated without any error or any mistakes anywhere that any 60% that ANC will feature, they have to take the 30% of that very whole that we call 100%. Yes, that is what she said. Basically, that's what she said. So assuming that the number of ministers that the government, the coalition government, the Grand Coalition government would like to put in place, if ANC is taking 60% of the ministerial appointment, they also have to take 30%. That is the role that they have played, because as you know already, they had 22% and they put, or they added their 22% to the 40% plus of the ANC for them to form government. So every decision that has to be taken, they have to be contacted or consulted. And these are the things that are going to bring a lot of issues between the DA and the ANC. As you already know, they are not good or friends in the past. No, they happen to be enemies before they decided to bridge their differences and come together to form government. Now, Johnson, that is John Johnston Hessen, that is the leader of the DA. He made it very clear, openly clear, that they are not so much interested in positions, but they want to serve their people. Yes, for you to be able to serve your people, you must have the position. That's why the position is very important. Yes, every political party, the first and foremost task that they have or goal that they set for themselves is to capture power and to be in position. So the positions are very important, and whether he says that they want to, or he said that they want to serve their people, before you can serve your people, you have to be in a position. Yes, so whether they like it or not, it's a position. It's all about a position. But he said they want to serve their people. But as you already know, the leaders, they normally come to us that, oh, I want to serve you, I want to serve you. But at the end, what do we see? We ended up serving them. But we wish the coalition the best. But a lot of issues are going to come out of this very coalition, because this is something that is new to the system of South Africa, and they need to be very careful. Mbalola and his people, I'm talking about Ramaphosa and his people, Mbalola and his people, they have to always consult the other members. Yes, it's very important, because that is the document that they have signed to. Otherwise, people out there will be laughing at them that, yes, you brought trouble onto yourself. Because we wish them all the best. We want them to at least study each other, one another, if they are more than two, to study one another, as we have the PA and some other minor political party also in there. You study one another and know what they expect, so that at least they can work for some number of years before they may break down. Yes, that is highly expected, because there are many issues that are yet to be ironed out, or there are many things that they needed to agree on, and which is not going to, the compromise is not going to be very easy. Yes, when it comes to things like this, that's what happened. It happened somewhere in Europe, and they brought the coalition together within a year or 6 months. They have to break down and organize re-election. But we wish the best to this very grand coalition that they decided to call, that is GNU. That's how they decided to call it. But we will not begrudge them for it. But as academicians, we know it to be grand coalition between Jacob Zuma, that's between the ANC as well as the DA and the PA and some other political party. We wish them the best in this very trying moment of South Africa. All that South Africans are after is food for the guys, money for the people in their pocket, good electricity, regular supply of water, and job for the boys. We are talking about unemployment situations. Those are the things that the ordinary South Africans care so much about. They want to see their light or have their light all day long. They want to have their water all day long. They want to be able to get a job to do on a daily basis, so that they can feed themselves and their family. It's all about that. It's about the bread and butter issue. That is what the Grand Coalition must work on, so that at least there will be a betterment of life for the citizens of South Africa. It's not going to be easy. No, it's never going to be easy, because there are a lot of issues that need to be ironed out. And one very prominent issue is, they made it clear, I'm talking about the DA by Ellen Zelle, that they are not going to vote for the impeachment of Cyril Ramaphosa. Yes, a promise they've made. But what of if this very grand coalition collapse one day? What are they going to do? That is why Cyril Ramaphosa is having an albatross around his neck when it comes to that issue, because already the EFF have sent that letter or whatever, the petition, to the Speaker of Parliament for Cyril Ramaphosa to be impeached. That was what they did. Yes, they want him impeached on the Falafala issue that happened in the past, and it was clear there and there. They are resurrecting that very issue. But we only wish that and pray that everything moves so well, so that nobody will be brutally hurt when it comes to situations like that. Because it's not easy. You fight so hard to be in power, and for someone to take one issue or the other to bring it up, it's not easy. But we wish South Africa the best. This is the beauty of democracy. As MK and others are also planning to go to court, they should go to court. It's their right. They should go to court, bring evidences for things to be done appropriately and correctly next time. Yes, that is what we seek for. It's about the beauty of democracy. They should exercise their right and everything. They should be in parliament as they promised, and let them be the best of the opposition, so that best policies and decisions can be taken for the betterment of the life of South Africans. That is what we will pray for. But for now, please kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News, for the best when it comes to issues about Africa, politics, anything about security as well as crime. We'll be here to analyze and digest everything to you. But for more, kindly subscribe to this channel, One Forum News. Your comments and your likes will be highly appreciated. Politics, security, and crime are things that we do on a daily basis. Always be in touch with us so that we can know more and hear more for us. Your comments are welcome. Thank you so much.